So imagine a situation that you get conditionally selected for Chevening and then you get rejected by all your 3 university choices. Yes, that is actually the situation with some people. I know of friends who got Chevening and got rejected by 2 of their universities. What would have happened if the final one did not accept them? So this video really is to help you to prevent yourself from falling a victim of this kind of situation. So what do you need to know about university applications? Number 1, Chevening requires you to list 3 universities, and once you've listed these 3 universities, you cannot change them. So even if you get admission from like 10 universities in the UK that are not among these universities, that's the end. You need to get at least one of them to give you an unconditional offer by July. Now, what I always advise people to do is, even though you want, the most highly ranked university in the UK, it's always best to have one university that is a backup plan. Some people have even applied before they submitted the application. Some people deferred offers they already had to that year. So ensure that you check through and choose schools that have a high acceptance rate, at least one, so that you know that even if your first choice rejects you, your second choice rejects you, you are sure that this third school would select you. And there are situations whereby people's third choice are even the ones that rejected them. So it's really, really dicey. So what you need to do is the same effort that you put to your Chevening application, also put it to your university application. You should also know that applying for Chevening does not constitute an application to your university, because I know that some people think it's the same, but you need to apply separately to your universities. Now, when you're applying to your universities, check the eligibility criteria, check the admission requirements. So some schools require first-class students only, some schools require 2-1, some schools require 2-2 and above, so be sure that grades-wise, you meet the admissions requirements. Also, some schools need you to have relevant, discipline. So for my course, at the time I applied, anybody could apply, so whatever discipline you're from. But now only business disciplines, and even business disciplines, not even all business disciplines. They don't even want people from accounting, so be sure that you meet up. Now, some schools say that if you don't have the background, maybe you have the work experience. So ensure that you are letting them know how strong your work experience is from your CV, from your personal statement. You basically have to sell yourself. Now, personal statement, this is one very important aspect of your application. It can literally make or break you. So you have to put in your best foot forward. The same approach you use for your Chevening essays, you should also use the same approach you use for your Chevening essays. You should also use for this. Use the STAR approach. Think thoroughly about your experiences, your academic experience, your professional experience, how it has led you to wanting to study that course, and then why are you studying that course at that university. This is your time to make them feel good about themselves. So research the school. What is relevant about this school? Is it the rankings? Is it the quality of teaching? Is it the lecturers? Is it the course? Is it the environment? Is it their project? Is it their research? Think about what makes this school excellent. If your school is not highly ranked, there's so many other aspects of the school. Like my school wasn't really highly ranked, but I chose this school because of the other numerous benefits that I could get from the school, and I made sure to defend this in my personal statement. You need to think about this a lot. Also, in your personal statement, your career plan as well. You need to have strong career plan. They need to see that the degree is what you need for the next level in your life. So they need to know that you really want that degree and that you're actually a genuine student. Also, referees as well. This is a very important part of the application. You need to get referees that can write detailed references about you. So obviously the same thing I taught you guys in the referees video, just use this for your university application. Get at least one academic reference and one professional reference. However, check your school. Some schools want only academic references. Some schools want only professional. And if your school wants only one, I'll advise you get academic. But if your professional experience is stronger than your academic experience, maybe you should use your professional experience. Like I mentioned in my Chevening application, I just use professional experiences. So for schools as well, possibly, but if your school says academic reference, please don't do, I want to give them what I like. I want it's not going to work out. So I'm trying to think of if there's anything else that I'm missing out. Well, yeah, also English requirements. A lot of schools have English requirements. They need to be sure that you understand English, you can read, you can write, you can listen. So because the English might be your first language, for us now in Nigeria, we're taught in English, we went to school in English, everything. We still need to, demonstrate that we understand English. So different schools have different requirements. I applied to 3 different schools. The third choice did not want anything but IELTS. There was no story. The second one allowed me to submit my WAEC. This is a West African examination, by the way. My WAEC, they wanted me to submit my WAEC results, but then after submitting it, because the year was quite old, they now wanted me to submit a letter from my current place of work saying that English is the language that I use in my place of work, or from my university. My university was really far as well, so they wanted my most relevant, experience as a letter. So that was second school. The first school accepted my WAEC, and that was all. And it wasn't statement of results. They want the original WAEC. So be sure that if you're a Nigerian and you want to use this instead, get your original WAEC. Some schools do not accept WAEC. There's no story. And my third choice, I tried everything. I sent them email. They said they don't want. They even gave me links to English tests I can take. So you need to obviously get that together. So with all of this, I believe that you do well. And then your CV also, university CV is different from just your regular CVs. You need to also show some of your strengths. Should be more about your academic strengths, professional strengths. If you have awards, you can put them. That's academic awards. I put my academic awards as well. Positions I held while I was in school, I also put that as well. And then your professional experiences as well. So yeah. If you have any questions about this, maybe specific questions in relation to your school, please drop them in the comment section and I'll be giving you guys the tips. As always, this video is sponsored by Avemont Consulting and I'm AFM Stories. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to my channel and look out for the next video because I'm going to be giving you guys Chevening tips and a lot of other tips as I go about my experiences. All right, guys, bye.